What's going on? What's up? So, what do I think about all the road teams winning so far to start the game 2 playoff series and how road teams have been more successful overall? Well, I'll tell you like this: this ain't your daddy's NBA or your older brother, or your older cousin, or your uncle's NBA or your godparents' NBA. Remember a time when you had the likes of Phil Jackson, Greg Popovich, Pat Riley, coaches that won multiple rings, and you know that the home court, they were talking to the press, talking to the media, and the officials was ready to give you home cooking. Them days is gone. You just don't, it's really a different day and time, how it is today. Well, I think with the avalanche, the 3-point shooting, that the teams shoot the ball a lot more, the way offenses is ran today, it's not the same. So now you take the home court advantage out. And when teams kind of emulate and impersonate everything, you always now it's almost like it's made for TV. It's almost like a script. Because when I look at the way that Pacers games have ended with Halliburton, and he is playing dynamic basketball. I did a live stream a few days ago. Check it out if you get notified. And in it, I said, well, the Indiana Pacers the most dangerous team going because this is exactly what I meant. You get one of those kind of teams that can shoot that thing, can stay in the games. Hey, and that's what happened with Denver against OKC. Aaron Gordon's been hitting a couple game when it came up big. It's what's up. It's a different day and time. That era of the home court. Don't get it twisted. Teams are still can win at home, but the way it once was, where it was like, we're gonna get our two, you get your two. It's not like that no more. It's not like that no more. And it's because of the styling of the play, more so now than ever. I mean, it's not to say that I didn't see teams winning on the road, because teams used to win on the road. They would have take one or so, unless someone got hurt or there were other factors. But this style of this era with the three ball, the prominence of the three ball, and the totality of the three ball, it's a different feel. Um, it's one of those type of situations where it just hits differently. It hits differently. And it's almost as if, like, so to speak, it's not even relevant to what you once knew, because everything is pretty much almost even. I mean, yeah, you get the fans booing and you'll get some of that and all that. But 20-point leads don't mean a thing hardly. Pace of the game, you got a chance at the end. So it's set up where now the home team, yeah, I've never seen more road teams who can win on the courts, and it just makes it just like everything is nondescript. It's just changed the whole landscape. So it's a different blend of basketball. It's a different era, and that is a reality of it. And it doesn't really carry the same weight it once did. You know, because teams just don't really hold that claim like they once did. There was a time you be at home and you knew it. The calls were gonna come. Going back in the day, the Philadelphia Spectrum, and you think about Boston Garden and Chicago Bulls Stadium. You remember all that. The Forum with the Lakers, even parts of Staples, San Antonio. Um, Miami was really good at home. I'd say the Heat were for the most part. That when they were down, when they did win, but and Golden State at Oracle, come on now. And when you see teams at home, especially when they're successful, there was a pattern in the rhythm. Detroit at the old pad downtown. I remember when they beat the Bulls and they knew they would come back home. That was like, hey, they were gonna do it. So, I remember how that was. The only team that back then that I think it didn't really make a difference was the Rockets. Because the Rockets, the back to back years that they won with Olajuwon and everything, it didn't really matter. But there was upsets and stuff like that. But what you see nowadays, NBA home court just doesn't really make the same. So anyway, let me know what you think. So much for home court advantage in the NBA postseason. Let me know. You think it's really a thing of the past? What you think? And how strange it feels right now. You almost think that the Vegas that somebody was on the take. Please hit like, subscribe, welcome thoughts, comments, and I do respond. Thank you. Wash your hands. Keep your mind clear. Watch out for another. Share it if you like it. The membership. Stay safe, stay blessed, stay woke, stay free of my peace.